Look at her mama, man, look at her. That ain't my girl, that's my nigga. Catch me out on Ocean Drive with her. Hey, catch me in the whip, ride with her. Hey, sipping something, bumping.
So hey y'all, again, welcome back to the channel, besties. This is going to be a tad bit different video from what's already posted on my channel, but you guys have been asking the reason why I am being induced with my labor. So I'm here to give y'all kind of the backstory on that. And I'm sorry if my mood doesn't seem very energetic or like upbeat right now. It's because like I found out some news today, which is what I'm gonna share with you guys today. So before we get into the video, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, make sure you do that. And also turn on your post notifications for the next video that will be uploaded. And make sure you follow all of my social medias at top line. Everything will be posted on the screen. So let's just jump right into it, y'all. There's really no cutting corners or like sugarcoating anything with this. So I am 33 weeks and 2 days pregnant. And about 3 weeks ago, there was an incident where, okay, well, let me start by saying with my doctor, we have to take our blood pressure and we have to put it in like a little app that sends our blood pressure and our weight to them once a week. So maybe 3 weeks ago, I took my blood pressure and it was high, so it flagged my doctor and it flagged the on-call nurse, and they told me to go to the hospital. I'll insert a clip from when I was in the hospital here. But yeah, so I went to the hospital. I was there for approximately 2.5 hours or so. They could not send me home until they got my blood pressure to go down. They did not give me any medicine. All they had me do is just, you know, relax. They gave me some ice. They wouldn't let me eat or drink anything. And I just had to lay on my left side. They put monitors on my baby, obviously, and myself. And every 15 minutes, the blood pressure cuff that was on my arm went off to take my blood pressure. And they did do labs and urine work to see if there was any signs of preeclampsia or anything like that. So I don't have a history of high blood pressure, and my labs came back with no signs of preeclampsia. So I got sent home, and I did have an appointment that week with my doctor as well. So when I went to my doctor, they checked my blood pressure there, of course, and it was also high. So in which at that point they had already stated, like, since your blood pressure has been high 3 times within the past week, then we're gonna go ahead and label it as what is called gestational hypertension, which is different. It's borderline preeclampsia, but it is different from preeclampsia. So gestational hypertension is just mainly blood pressure, elevated blood pressure, without any symptoms of preeclampsia. So no swelling, no change in vision, headaches, protein in urine, anything of that sort. So with that being said, they were like, you know, we're just gonna watch you more closely, make sure now you go from taking your blood pressure once a week to twice a week. So that's what I started doing, taking my blood pressure twice a week. And they started seeing me every week instead of, we only had one more appointment that was supposed to be like every 2 weeks, but they just made it every week at that point. And at that appointment, they also mentioned me getting induced at 37 weeks. So for me and baby to be safe. Again, that was about 3 weeks ago. So, let's see, fast forward. We see baby once a week, we see me once a week, and we had an appointment on Friday in which my blood pressure was also high. So we did go ahead and schedule my induction, in which I am keeping that date private as of right now, just because this is like a very sensitive topic for me, and this video probably won't be posted until after I have my baby anyways. but I wanted to go ahead and record it just because I don't know how things will look as far as recovery time, when I'm actually going to be having him, etc., because of what the news I found out today. So we had an appointment this past Friday. We scheduled my induction, and we also took lab work, etc., because they want to do that every week to see if there's anything that's changing or if everything is just stable but elevated, etc. So she, my doctor, stated that if anything looked abnormal or was extremely high or, and or low, then we would have to have conversations on, one, me having my baby sooner than the 37 weeks, if it's medically necessary, or me going to the hospital and being on bed rest and being monitored up until that 37th week into me delivering my baby. In which, of course, that's not something that I want to do, but I would rather do that so that way we're both monitored safely, carefully, watched over, and all of that, versus me being at home and not being able to be monitored or knowing what's really going on with me and my baby outside of me feeling him move, So it's one of those things where I'm prioritizing me and my child's health at this point. It is scary that my health is, in question as well. And there's really nothing that I did to contribute to this condition. It just happens in some pregnant women, and it is common in African American women. So there's that. But I'm gonna tell you guys what preeclampsia actually is. I did have to read on it a little bit more, and I want to make sure that I'm giving accurate information out. So let's see. One second. But I'm pretty sure I got my lab results back today. Today is Sunday. It is the 17th, and yeah, so I'm pretty sure my doctor will instruct us on what our next steps will be tomorrow morning, because she did let me know when we get your lab results back, we will be contacting you to let you know further steps if we have to move anything up, XYZ. And because I know what my results are and I know what they said, I know things will change in our delivery plan. I'm just not sure how just yet. If I'm able to make another video to kind of update you guys, then I will. But if not, just give us encouraging words. Keep us in your prayers as well. But so basically it says preeclampsia happens when you're pregnant and have high blood pressure, too much protein in your pee, and also swelling in your legs, feet, or hands. It can range from mild to severe. It usually happens late in pregnancy, though it can come earlier or just after delivery. So for me, I am in my 3rd trimester, and I again am 33 weeks and 2 days. And as far as the symptoms for preeclampsia, I do have the high blood pressure, obviously, and I do have urine and protein in my urine. I haven't experienced any swelling in my feet, hands, or in my legs or anything. So that is pretty much the only symptom that I haven't gotten. So which is why, since I have essentially, have preeclampsia, things in my delivery plan will change more than likely, because I was already being induced at 37 weeks. I just think that they're probably going to monitor both of us up until then. I will be 34 weeks on Friday, so I'll be in a hospital for about 3 weeks or so, if that's the route that they decide to go. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to keep you guys in a loop, and since this is me documenting my pregnancy and my new journey on becoming a new mom, this is a part of my journey and a part of my story. So yeah, I am nervous, but I'm just gonna pray. I'm just going to pray and stay positive and just know that God has us covered, and just believe in my body and believe in my son that My body is meant to have him and will be just fine. And I'm going to stay as calm as possible, because not only does he feel my every emotion, but also I need to keep my blood pressure to, as best as I can, low or stable instead of elevated with high emotions and stressing. So yeah, that is why I'm being induced, guys. If anything happens sooner, then I just wanted to go ahead and have this video recorded. After I have my baby, I do want to stay consistent on my platforms. However, I will be taking a little bit of break, obviously, to learn how to become a mom, get my rest and my recovery time, and also care for my baby. And I'm just recording as much content as I can, kind of like batch uploading or batch creating, so that way I can still put out content for you guys in the meantime. But I want to say thank you to everybody that has joined the family and is just with us for this whole new journey of my life. I have so much more to say, but I'm going to say it in a different video as well. But just thank you so much. Thank y'all for getting us to 1K. I really, really, really appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. My goal was to get to 1K by the end of September, and it's only the 17th and we're already over 1K. So shout out to y'all for the love and the support. And I just can't wait to see where we go from here. Again, so much mommy and baby content coming once we get home, get situated, make sure that we're good and healthy, and then you guys will be able to see me and baby Major. So I love you. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And again, just keep us in your prayers and in your hearts. Bye, y'all.
Look at the woman, man. Look at her. That ain't my girl. That's my nigga. Catch me out on Ocean Drive with her. Hey, catch me in the whip, ride with her. Hey, sipping something, bumping.